What's going on, guys? Bar here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a good day today. I know I'm a day late and a dollar short. It's usually how it happens with me. But today I want to talk to you guys about what was trending yesterday all over Twitter. And as somebody that's a huge Star Wars fan, as somebody that's been playing SWTOR literally nonstop for several weeks now, and the story was that apparently there's a rumor now that KOTOR is in development. It's not EA making it. Apparently it's somebody else that is remaking this KOTOR game that has a lot of people excited. And don't get me wrong, like, I want to be excited about this. I want to be excited. KOTOR was an amazing game back in the early 2000s. As somebody that's a fan of Star Wars and even a fan just of the Knights of the Old Republic, I played Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, a lot. I've been enjoying that game, enjoying the lore, enjoying the Star Wars universe in that. And as somebody that also, too, enjoyed The Mandalorian, and I'm just striving for that next, dopamine kick of really great Star Wars action, I want to be excited about this. However, this was something that was talked about several months ago as well. Like, I even remember making a video about KOTOR being remade and whatnot, and what I would love to see and what I would like to know kind of what's going on. So this is not a new rumor. We've seen rumors like this about KOTOR, about it being remade. It's just right now we're getting just a little bit more information. Several months ago it was, there was a rumor about EA making it. Well, now the rumor is not EA is not making it, somebody else is making it. So honestly, I'm gonna read through this IGN article. I also want to give you guys my opinion as well as somebody that has been playing SWTOR for quite a long time now, and even playing the newest update that they've added to it. The storyline that's actually in SWTOR connects back to KOTOR games, to where you have this storyline of Revan in KOTOR games, in the KOTOR 1 and 2, that actually leads into and actually gives like a pretty good ending in SWTOR in this newest update. So what are they going to do about that storyline that could, I don't know, retcon it or whatnot? Because I thought, at least for me, the newest update was actually a pretty good conclusion to Revan's storyline and the continuation from KOTOR 1 to 2 to SWTOR. So I'm a little nervous about this as somebody that's just a huge fan about the entire, Revan saga, I guess. It does make me a little nervous on how they're going to go about it. But let's get into this article and I'll give you guys my opinion about it. So IGN says, a new Star Wars game is reported in the works and is not being developed by EA and Bioware, the studio behind the original game. So if you guys don't know, Bioware originally made KOTOR. Obsidian actually made the sequel, the Sith Lords. So I don't know if that maybe is a rumor. I even saw Obsidian was actually trending as well. Not only KOTOR, but Obsidian was trending as well. So I don't know if that is a rumor right now. I have no idea, but it's just ridiculous right now. I want some concrete stuff, and it sucks that we don't have anything. So, as reported by VGC, the latest... Oh, come on. There we go. Computer went dead. The latest rumor comes courtesy of the accredited Star Wars insider Bespin Bulletin, who has spoken on a recent Bob podcast episode about this project that is said to be in the development of outside of EA, and that we will never guess who the studio is that's making it. So nobody knows exactly what's going on. And again, like I said, several months ago, I made a video just like this where there was reports of a KOTOR remake. It feels like at this point where this story is continuing on to build up hype for this, but again, it's just rumors at this point. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a little cynical about it or if I just don't want to hype myself, but again, it's just one of those things that's, okay, this is kind of a continuation of hearing the same story over and over again. So it continued on with saying, amongst my digging, I heard that there is a new Knights of the Old Republic project in development somewhere, Bespin Bulletin said. I talked to a couple of people and I found out that Jason Schreier said that it's not EA and will never guess who the studio is that's making the game. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier has previously spoken about the potential of a KOTOR project, both on the Reset ERA and Twitter, and his words echo Bespin's Bulletin comments. And again, like I said, this is again something that's been in the works or been talking about as a rumor for several months now that we haven't found out more information. Now, we did find out more information about when it comes to Lucasfilm Games. Like, there's that new studio, which is allowing more gaming studios like Ubisoft and others to be able to create their own Star Wars games. So, is this something to where EA is just kind of giving maybe the rights, or maybe they're just giving a little bit more responsibility, or just kind of giving a handout to other gaming development studios? Maybe, but again, we don't really know. The last thing I'll read right here is there's been previous rumors of the Star Wars: The Knights of the Republic remake being in the works at EA, and that was taking elements of the first KOTOR and Knights of the Republic 2, the Sith Lords, and retool the two stories to make them fit in current canon. It is unclear whether this is to discuss the project that has since been taken away from EA, or if it's an entirely new story. Now, I will say this. I'm not a huge fan of that. If they are combining Star Wars, KOTOR 1 and 2, I'm not a huge fan about that. I think what they did in both games, they're two separate storylines that I thought did very well for themselves. They don't feel like, at least my personal stance, I don't feel like they need to be combined by any means. I think if you're just going to make one KOTOR game, storyline, whatever, make KOTOR 1. KOTOR 1's story is amazing. The plot twist is really good. I don't want to talk about it just in case, God forbid, somebody has not played a game back in 03 and whatnot. But the KOTOR game, the first game, had an amazing storyline. So this is my thing. I've seen a lot of things where people, think it's a remake, think it's a reimagining and whatnot. And when it comes to like a remake or reimagining, I always think about Resident Evil 2. I always build up Resident Evil 2 remake as like the pinnacle when it comes to remakes. The remake of Resident Evil 2 was amazing. I think it hit the mark a lot from bringing the game back in the 90s up to current gen. Besides maybe little things here and there that I didn't like, I thought Resident Evil 2 was an amazing remake. When it comes to KOTOR, I would rather them just remake the game, reimagine graphics and whatnot, make it a remastered version of it, maybe add things here or there, maybe a little bit more exploration, maybe update the combat system a little bit, because pretty bad back in 03 of what we were using, kind of thinking about like nowadays, a gameplay and whatnot. So update that a little bit. Don't touch the storyline. The storyline in KOTOR 1 is very, very good, and that's one of the things I'm most worried about when it comes to this remake and these rumors of combining 1 and 2 and whatnot. So it makes me concerned. It also makes me concerned is if they're going to be doing this remake of KOTOR 1 and 2, or they're remaking 1 and they're wanting to combine 1 and 2 into one storyline or whatever they want to do, are they going to be retconning what is actually already in SWTOR? Because SWTOR actually has a pretty dang good conclusion to the Revan storyline. I think what they were able to do with that update with Revan's storyline throughout SWTOR was very good. Even with the Revan DLC, even with the Revan Revanites and whatnot, I thought it was a really cool way of bringing what people loved in KOTOR and that storyline of Revan into SWTOR, into I guess. SWTOR was made back in 2011, so it's not a new game, but a new-ish game from at least KOTOR standing, back in 03 and 04. But the continuation from Bioware to continuing updating the game, I love what they're doing with that storyline, and I love that they actually gave a pretty nice conclusion to what Revan's storyline and the stuff that he was up against, and you as the player being able to create your own character and actually indulge yourself into that storyline and be able to partner up with Revan and go through the struggles and see what struggles he was going through and whatnot. So don't get me wrong, I'm excited. I think this is really cool news. I mean, the more news, the better. Again, as somebody that's a big Star Wars fan, as somebody that's enjoyed the genre, enjoyed the franchise, enjoyed the different genres that they put in of different Star Wars games and whatnot, I like it. I really do. I really do enjoy it. I'm very nervous on the way that they plan on implementing KOTOR. If it's a remake, if it's just like, re-updated graphics, we're going to be enhancing stuff here and there, and we might add a little bit more exploration, update some of the gameplay and whatnot, not touch the story. The story's good. You keep that, but you want to update some of the things, I'm good. That will be amazing to me. I'm totally down for them. But if they plan on like reimagining what happens to the storyline and whatnot, and they retcon stuff that happened in SWTOR, that's when I kind of have an issue with, because it's like, I understand that you're wanting to fit it into canon, which is now with just the Star Wars movies and whatnot, but it was not like that. Back in the day, KOTOR was canon because it was part of the George Lucas universe until Disney bought it, and then it became a legend. It's just very goofy stuff, and it's just, to me personally, as somebody that really enjoyed the KOTOR storyline and just kind of everything that surrounds that storyline, surrounds that game, the enjoyment I had back then, and still to this day, enjoying the storyline that I get to play in the Old Republic is something that I want to continue to enjoy, and I hope that if this is a remake that's just going to be remaking the game and not the storyline and keep the storyline, I'll be happy with. But if they kind of mess up the storyline or they adjust things here or there where it retcons stuff and it just kind of makes things just not make sense, I think that's what I'm a little worried about and just not I'm not excited about and not looking forward to. But I don't know. I just at least wanted to give you guys my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, and let me know. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this remake or reimagining? What would you like to see? Would you like to see a remake, keep the storyline, or would you like to just see a big shuffle when it comes to, you know, what KOTOR has to offer when it comes to storyline and in the universe and whatnot? So let me know in the comments below, guys. Please have a great rest of the day. I look forward to talking to you guys all next time.